It's Madden NFL football. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And off we go from Denver. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Second and 4. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Now a give right side. Monk. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and goal at the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Monk into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now a give right side. Monk, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That second down play nets a -4.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Rankin. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Back to throw again. Caught here by Griffin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from Niner territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try the left side. Monk. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Griffin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
2nd and 9 now. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Got Edwards now on the slant. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On 3rd down, Monk. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they run the option on second down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, Monk. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Up the middle they go. Monk, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Monk. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
The Broncos had 6-7, a game under 500 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
He'll drop to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
On 2nd down, Rankin. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Niners on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Stocker's got it, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down. Rankin. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Monk. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That's into the hands of Edwards. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The left side completion to Jones. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Throw now. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Monk. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down. Lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. From 8 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
To try here for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC.
Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wildcard teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Jones has it. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Denver, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next.